Noah Michael Masessa was born on August 6, 1982. My brother was fun-loving, full of life, and had a smile that could melt your heart. He had the gift of walking into any room and lighting it up with his smile and charm. He valued his family and friendships and somehow managed to keep in touch with just about everyone he crossed paths with. Noah was adventurous, a bit rebellious. He loved to hike and explore, and definitely lived life on the edge. He was spontaneous and always down for an adventure, and loved his road trips.
If you could describe Noah in one word, what would it be?
Fun. Complicated.
In a fun way.
Fun but complicated.
I got a few stories with Noah. He was a great guy. I'm gonna miss his pickled eggs that he used to bring into work. He always used to make those for me, and I'm gonna keep that going for him. I'm gonna keep it going, pass them around for all the co-workers. I'm gonna keep the square game going just for you during Super Bowl. We'll still keep that party going for you.
One memory that sticks with me is about a few years back. We were at a birthday party, and I showed up in clothes because I wasn't expecting to go swimming. But you know, there was a pool there, and he really wanted to swim, so he convinced me to end up going in my my just regular shorts just to go swimming with him. And that's just kind of always the person he was. That no matter what the obstacle was, he just nothing held him back from having his personal best time and his best life. And we love and miss you, Noah.
He was the type of person that would make everybody feel comfortable and laugh, and he was just the light in the room. He wasn't like any other person, and that's why I think it's extra hard for everybody, because he wasn't like everybody else. We miss him.
We love Noah dearly. He was a family member to us. He was basically an uncle to the kids. We met him 10 years ago, and he became a big staple of our lives, and just brought so much joy to us by randomly showing up and just telling us how much he loved us, and bringing us champagne and orange juice and drinking mimosas together, and bringing us gross Jaeger all the time, and trying to get me to drink it. But he was like a brother to me. I looked up to him. He didn't know it. He was just so happy. We loved him a lot.
He's just always been nice to us, kind to us. He got me to work at UPS where he works at, and you know, he was always fighting with my boss now, to try to give me the job, till I finally got it. Now, you know, I have a car because of him. You know, everything I've ever wanted because of him. So I have a nice life thanks to the job he gave me. And he's always just been hopeful all the time. He always gave us his tacos that he made next door, and you know, since I was little, for 7 years, he's always been there, you know, and he's always been helpful. So, yeah.
When he was young, he was a thumbsucker. He loved his blanket and his Snuggles the bear stuffed animal. He loved to cuddle, play outside, hang with his friends, and ride his bike. His love for cars started at a very young age. I think he owned every Hot Wheel car that was ever made. I remember when our dad built him a ramp to have Hot Wheel races with the neighborhood kids. Those races kept us entertained for hours on a summer day. Noah also had a love for motorcycles. As a toddler, he would run to the curb every time he heard a motorcycle driving down our street and would make the vroom vroom sound while motioning his hands like he was riding it himself. Noah loved sports, and as many of you know, was an amazing and talented athlete. I know a lot of his softball buddies are here today too. He could play just about any sport with ease. At a very young age, he developed a true love for baseball. In fact, I rarely ever saw him without a glove or a bat in his hands. Many of our Saturday mornings were spent rocking in my dad's chair, watching cartoons such as The Smurfs, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and G.I. Joe. Noah often pretended to be one of the wrestlers from WWF. He provided hours of entertainment for us. His favorites were Hulk Hogan and Rowdy Roddy Piper. He was a funny kid and always had a way to keep us on our toes. Life with him was never a dull moment. He was the kind of kid that did not take no for an answer. My parents would tell him 20 times not to touch something because it was hot. But that never stopped him. As you know, he had to find out for himself. This characteristic was something that seemed to carry on with him through adulthood.
What's up, Noah? Coolest dude ever. I had the chance to play with him softball at Top Dogs a few years. My kids remember him as the coolest guy ever. The couch, he used to bring the couch to the games when we're cooking out, hang out. I mean, coolest guy ever. I mean, I'm gonna miss you, Noah.
How can you not hit it off with Noah? He's one of the best people you'll ever meet. We invited him to do our haunted house. He wasn't sure at first, but then when he did it, we got him to commit every year, and every year that man killed his character. He was one of my best scarers, and I think it really brought the kid out in him. The randomness that is Noah, the texts, the random things he would put in the back of his truck and say, "Hey Ryan, go grab this out of the back of my truck. I got a skeleton for you. Just go grab it. It'll work for the haunted house." That's Noah, always thinking about other people. I miss him so much. I just miss talking to him. Love you, buddy.
Noah barbecued one Friday night for my sister and I, 2 old ladies, nobody else, just 2 old ladies. And the next morning I thanked him and I said, you know, what boy at his age stays home and barbecues for 2 old ladies? He said, "Barbara, I don't see age." I said, "Baby, where'd you get them eyes? I need a pair of them myself." And I love him and miss you, baby. And we love you, Noah.
Love you, Noah. But we do love and miss him so much. And a memory that I can think of with him is we used to always meet him in Vegas, and he'd meet us on the Strip. And he actually took me and my brother, I don't know if my sister went on too, but he took us on New York, the roller coaster for the first time. Tried to get us all super excited. Was always trying to get us to go to different stores and casinos in the Strip. Very outgoing and fun person.
I worked with Noah at UPS. He was just a very great guy, and first time I met him, he told me that I was awesome, and I had just barely met him.
He was cool, we hung out a little, got to know each other. I ended up living somewhere else, but you know, we still hung out sometimes, and he was always the life of the party, having pool parties, inviting people over. He was a very generous person, very fun, you know, very friendly, and I'll miss him.
An intricate part of our family and the life of the party, and always brought a good time, and never dawned on ever inviting Noah to any event because he was the life of the party, and he will be missed.
He was a part of our family.
The story that I have about him is that for my bachelor party, he wanted to take his new green truck out, so we all piled in that, and we went to this bar, and we had some drinks, and we were going to go to the next place, and he wanted to take this back alley, and so we ended up driving down this alley, and he ended up in the ditch somehow, and he was trying to figure out how to get out of the ditch, and we spent a couple hours trying to four-wheel up the sides, and we couldn't get out, so we ended up having to call a tow truck.
I remember one time my son was playing a ball game down the street from your house, and I told you were there, and you showed up and came hang out, watch the game. You're always down. Always put a smile on everybody's face, man. We're gonna miss you. Love you, man.
Definitely.
And all the love that everybody shared with him is going to multiply more and more and more. And I thank everybody for loving him. letting him love you.
The job that I was working at, I had been there for a year, and Noah had just started his own route at UPS, and my job was on his route. Well, we would see each other every day, because he'd always pick up at 4 p.m., and I would always notice the bandana he wore across the top of his forehead, and his sunglasses, and his bright sunny smile, and every time I went outside, like, he was blasting music from his truck. I just remember hearing Nirvana, and he just had such great energy about him.
When somebody says Noah, like, what's one of the things that you...
Purple motorcycle and a pimp suit on at Christmas.
And a wedding. He went to a wedding.
Yeah, I mean,
because I'm going to hook up tonight. I just know it.
A peach leisure suit and a purple motorcycle, and yeah, that's Noah right there.
You were full of good vibes. You were nothing but happiness. All you brought was happiness to me, and I just remember every conversation we had, every text message we shared. You, the most sincerest, the most positive. And you would always tell me, don't work too hard. You work too much. It should be illegal to work as much as you work. When I go to your house at night, you're like, what are you doing getting out at this time? So just thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for showing me that it's not all about the hours. It's not all about the money. It's about living life. And I promise you, I would always live my life in your name. I love you, Noah. I'll always miss you.
He was definitely he was a colorful person, and he always had like energy and always was down to do anything, and he always had given me glasses. This is one of his pairs of glasses, and he was just an amazing, outstanding person.
We miss you, Noah.
Love you.
Fly high.
His mom was like the block mom. Whenever we had a problem, we always ran to her house.
Miss Pink.
Noah, we love you and we miss you. We'll see you in the future. Love you. And I love his whole family. Thank you.
We've only met Noah a couple times, but he seemed like a really outgoing and funny guy. And I just knew that my daughter loved him more than anything in this world. So I know if she loved him that much, then he had to be just a spectacular person. So, and I just wanted to say my little bit, and that we're going to miss you, Noah.
He was the guy right above me in seniority, so anything that needed to be done, if I was trying to get a route, he was always the guy that bumped me from my routes or from anything I was trying to do, and he bugged the crap out of me. But we're such good friends, like, you know, we could talk trash to each other about that. And I'm really gonna miss you, man. Like, I really am.
You're my brother, man. I'll see you on the other side, bro. Until then, give heaven some hell. Amen. I love you, man.
We love you, Noah.
We're done.
Love you, Noah. With all of our hearts, we love you. And the Masessa family, we love you too.
I used to hang out with him every day. On his breaks for lunch, I would go over to his house and watch Dodger and watch some sports with him and eat. And I'd steal his food. I never knocked. I'd just go over whenever I wanted. Both of my birthdays were at his house because I didn't really have that many friends. And I couldn't spend my birthdays with my family, so he made them like birthdays with the family. And every morning before school, I would go and look out the window to see if his car was there. Because if it wasn't, he had gone to work, and if it was, I would go over and say hi before I would go to school. And we would always take road trips and hikes and just do whatever for what I felt like at that moment. And if he wanted to do something, like go to the store at 12 a.m. on a school night, he would knock on my window and take me. I don't know why, and buy me whatever I wanted. And yeah, I I just miss him a lot.
Noah was the bestest guy friend a girl could have. I met him 4 years ago through my coworker Sylvia. Her sister Maria moved in across the street next to Barbara, and they kept telling me, "Gotta meet this guy. He's a single guy. He's a cool guy. Come meet him." Well, it never got us together. So Noah, the good guy that he is, had a barbecue at his house for Sylvia's birthday and invited me over so he can meet me. And ever since then, we've been best friends after that. Noah has been the best guy friend who showed me all the adventures, places to go. Football was much fun with him. All these people here together from all over the place is amazing to see. That's why I want this video. We're all dressed in this party time outfits because that's who he was. He was just a party time, crazy guy, adventurous guy. Our dogs, Dodger and Kobe, are best friends. We'd love to continue to be best friends forever and ever. Noah, I love you and miss you so much. I appreciate you for all you've done to me and for me, with me. And I can't believe you're gone. Until next time, my friend, and I love you. Take care.
And every encounter with him was just warming. You know, he always had a smile, positive things to say, like no care in the world, no struggle, no nothing. It was just like, just cool, calm, collected, and peaceful. You know, I call him my hippie because he just reminds me of a hippie guy, just always relaxed. And it's gonna suck, man. It sucks because I'm not gonna be able to have more moments like that, but I'll cherish those forever.
Noah was one of my really good friends. I loved him to death, and he always called me grandma because I'm always looking out for everybody, always being the grandma, old lady like, and he would clown on me for that. But I would like to say that he likes to sing his heart out to songs that he doesn't know the lyrics to. He said, "I'm going to take my horse to the hotel room," and I was like, "Noah, what are you going to do with your horse at the hotel room?" And he's like, "I don't know." And I said, "It's Old Town Road." And he said, "Oh, that makes more sense." And I said, "Yeah, just trying to help you out." I love you, Noah.
He would pick up our packages, and he would just always come shoot the shit, talk shit, and then I don't know, we would talk every now and then, and I was in a really bad relationship, and he saw it, and he was like, "Go pack your shit, come stay in a room in my house, grab your son's stuff, let's go." And he like empowered me so much to get out of that bullshit. He really helped my son and I get out of that nonsense without even knowing. He's like such a great guy. You know, it just opened his family, his house, everything to us, and he was just super cool. And I'm gonna miss you and think of you, and I'm so grateful that I got to know you. Te quiero.
I called Noah my brother-in-law. Like I love him so much, and he meant the world to my sister, and he was a part of our family and always will be. I love you, Noah. You have such a beautiful community. Thank you for all that you taught me. Thank you for all that you showed me. I love everyone so much. It's been a really beautiful day. Thank you.
I'm gonna take a shot for you, Noah. I want to say God bless your family, and I'm glad to be a part of your life, and thank you.
Just want to thank you for everything. Helping the boys, working, whatever we did. Got in trouble, did good. Thank you, Noah. We love you, and we'll see you some down the road.
Dustin, I'm gonna miss you, Noah. So happy we got to work together for a couple of months, and happy we got to know you and play softball and everything with you. Thanks, man. I miss you.
Noah, we love you, man. Thank you, Noah.
The second I met Noah, he just had that kind of personality where, although I just met him and we didn't even work together too much, it was like we're old high school buddies. He was always so friendly and so happy and so personal, you know. And it was one day I had to walk home from work, and he got off early, so he just stopped and gave me a ride, you know, even though I live on the opposite end of the valley. and he was just always that guy, you know, where always happy to see you, always friendly, always had a huge smile on his face, even when stuff was falling apart, you know, and we're all going to miss him quite a bit at UPS.
He was a great guy, loved by many, missed by all. I'm glad to have known you, truly missed by many. I'm sad you had to go, man. It was nice to have known you. You're an awesome guy. UPS definitely misses you. You'll always be remembered. Until we meet again.
I've known Noah since I was a little girl. My fondest memory was me and my brother used to wrestle around with him all the time. And we just looked up to him like, you know, a role model, like he was a big brother. And it's very sad and can't even believe that he's not here. And I'm gonna miss him incredibly. Love you.
Even if you have an ounce of Noah in you, put that out into the world, because that is gonna help the world. This world needs more of Noah, and there's 400, 500, 600 people who know him who have that one little ounce. And if we could all just put that forward every day, we're gonna make this place way better. The amount of love, sharing, and caring that dude had, I can't even explain it. You know, and I love you, bro, and you're always with me. And it was the hardest thing to do, was to make this happen for you, bro. But you're my man.
Noah didn't waste time thinking about consequences. He just lived in the moment. This is something that I had always admired about him, as I've always been the overcautious, conservative, and worried one. And he always had an everything will be fine outlook on life. A favorite memory I have when Noah was young was listening to my dad and him singing The Wanderer. At the end of the song, I remember this little voice yelling, "Rock and roll," although I'm pretty sure that was never part of the actual song. I can still to this day recite the whole song in my head and will never ever grow tired of this memory. Losing my baby brother is an unexplainable emptiness and pain that I've never felt before. My heart breaks even more for the deep sadness that my parents are going through, as no parent should ever outlive their child. 38 years was not enough time. You are gone way too soon. But we are trying our best to find peace and comfort in knowing that you are in a better place. You will always be Dad's best bud, Mom's baby monk knee. Yes, that's how he said monkey. And my little bro. You are loved by many, missed greatly, and our memories of you will forever be cherished. Rest in peace, baby brother. Fly high and spread your wings.
She's back. And in case you didn't know, now you know her. She had to throw that in there.
Feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Hey, every day can be a better day despite the challenge. All you gotta do is leave it better than you found it. It's gonna get difficult to stand, but hold your balance. I just say whatever, cause there is no way you're around it. Everyone falls down sometime, but you just gotta know it'll all be fine. It's okay. It's okay, it's okay. Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Hey, some days you wake up and nothing works, you feel surrounded. Gotta give your feet some gravity to get you grounded. Keep good things inside your ears just like the waves and sound it. And just say whatever, cause there is no way you're around it. Everyone falls down down sometimes, but you just gotta know it'll all be fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood.